conservative, taking his time a little bit more, but he won't have it here. Pavlicella gets the match underway. The gold medal at stake here. Ho of Hong Kong, China on the left. Choi of the Republic of Korea on the right. And it's Choi on the counter that starts the scoring.
That started the scoring and won him the last bout. You can't attack him to his outside target. He turns his body. Well, I stand corrected because Ho is able to get that one in there, but that's probably not the winning target to finish in.
World number one, Ho, 17 years old. Cadet ranking for the 16-year-old Choi.
Referee says, please defer, taking of the blade, beat attack, it gives you the right of way. This time it's the remise, but the same as the last action, both times Ho finished under the arm and the flank.
Dud weapon, says Choi. I've seen this a few times today where I've actually seen a couple of times where the weapon comes out of a hit and it's bent, needs to be straightened, but no lights come up.
It's because the tip bends up against the torso and it has to hit directly to depress the 500 grams. It's an untimely counterattack there. Oh, he's cramping by Choi.
Yeah, that is not surprising. It's a little bit cooler today than it was yesterday, but I went down onto the field of play a little bit earlier on because I was seeing quite a few athletes starting to cramp up, and I thought it's comfortable where we are. We're one tier up in the stands here at the Karaoke Arena, and I went down off the field of play. It's considerably warmer down there, and now the lights are directly above the piste.
I was on the piste interviewing Liu, and I was brutally hot. Hot. Oh, those lights are very hot, and the fencers talked about it also.
Yeah. Great setup, has to be said, here. That's for sure, but those lights are very bright. It gives us a brilliant view, of course, and
yes,
the TV audiences get to see every flick of the blade, but it does result in athletes getting a little warmer.
He's going to take a 5-minute break here. If it's verified by the medical personnel, the fencer is allowed to get a 5-minute. He's getting it. That's it. Timeout. 5 minutes.
So just 5 minutes now. That's a not new, but relatively new rule. It used to be reduced. It used to be 10 minutes. It's been reduced to 5.
So there was a time when there was no timeout for the cramp, no injury timeout.
Yep.
In my time, it was 10 minutes for an injury, 5 minutes for a cramp. Then the determination was by the medical personnel that a cramp is not an injury. It's your own doing. It's self-inflicted, an own goal, as you would say, because you're not hydrated or you're not in good shape. Why should that person get the benefit of that? Then what happened at the cadet, we're in the Cadet World Championships in foil. It was at this event 15, 20 years ago, whatever. There was a fencer who had like a full body cramp, and because there was no injury timeout, the fencer tried to continue the bout. He says, oh, you can't make me stop, I'm gonna fence. And the then president of the FIE, Rene Rock, the late Rene Rock, said, whatever the rules are, they are. We can't ever have a kid go through that kind of torture again, and they put the cramping rule back in. So you get 5 minutes.
You've still got 4 minutes to talk, Jeff. That's not normally an offer you turn down, is it?
Do I get the whole 4?
It does give me a chance to talk a little bit about Ho down the other end of the piece. We haven't got an operator just pointing at the middle. He's taking a break here. He's clearly hot as well. But down on the right-hand side, Choi is getting up, and Ho down the other end. He's been fencing here today with his twin brother, who went out to Maeda, who Ho just beat in the semi-finals. And Greg Koenig, a great Frenchman who's now coaching in Hong Kong, leading those lights. Chung Ka Long, Choi Jian. he must be watching on, and he must be extremely proud. Lam last night in the junior four, and now Ho here leading 5-1. Hong Kong have got a very good coach.
Evidently, they have a really good program and a pipeline to boot.
We're going to get back underway in the cadet men's foil final. Ho from Hong Kong, China, leading 5-1 over Choi of Korea. Getting a little bit of Brazilian samba out there.
That's a beat attack, and Choi, after all his shaking and baking there, he didn't do anything. Ran out of real estate there, did Ho, and Choi made a beautiful riposte there to the shoulder.
Still feeling that cramp in the back leg. Choi does manage a beautiful flick over the top. Oh, nearly a nice prime riposte. It was so good, it actually went lower than he wanted it to. But to angle that like that, and that's a beautiful attack on preparation. You can't stop here, can you? It's just constant flow of hits now.
Yes. Oh, same thing the other way. Just a counter attack in the middle. Ho likes to take the blade on his attacks. He's very good off the blade, very good at infighting as well. And there he went to the bad zone, that outside target on Choi, where he was able to score 6 hits in the semis against Wang to get here on that action. Choi was down 7-1 in the semis, so he's come back once already. Looked like the beat attack from Ho was parried by Choi, and Choi's riposte was counter parried by Ho.
Referee going to have a look at this one though.
And that's what it was. Straight attack by Ho, pushed Choi to the back at the end of the piece. He knows that once he's back there like that, he's in big trouble, asking to wipe the sweat off. Or fix his, no, it's his hair. That's attack in preparation. Probably not worth a challenge there. The riposte, no. The remise, yes. Choi has to create here, try to get out there in the attack.
Still inside the first 3-minute period here. 16 hits scored. There was a period in the middle of this 3 minutes where the hit rate went up through the roof. But they've both come out the other side, and Ho has got this 6-point lead. It is looking very tricky for Choi now. It would look tricky for him, though, in the semi-finals.
But he has to do something here. He hasn't really been able to put Ho back. One time he pushed it back to the end of the piece, but he's got to take risks now. He's got to attack. He's got to push. Whoa!
Beautiful attack.
Here he comes.
Now Choi pinned in his warning area. Trying to buy some space, but Ho's not giving it to him, but he does snatch the right of way there.
Good post by Choi, but we need to see him attack a little bit to try to close this gap.
Nice attack. So you asked him to do something, and Choi has responded. These two are going to get to the minute break here. And Choi all of a sudden has gone 3-0. He's had 3 unanswered hits, and he is doing exactly what you said, Jeff, and absolutely doing something different.
And Ho is maybe overcommitting a little bit with the big lead and everything. Let Choi make some commitments or something. You don't have to overcommit like that.
He sniffs the gold medal, though, doesn't he? Let's remember, they are under 17 athletes. They're going to let. No, they're not going to let the last few seconds run down. And there's a little bit of well, a jeer for Choi, but well within the rules. He went for it straight away. Second period of this intense battle in the cadet men's foil individual competition at Rio 2026. Ho leading Choi 12 points to 9.
Wow, he went for the attack. With the lead, he's overcommitting. And Choi scores a lot of his touches on his end of the piece with these counterattacks. Still the attack.
Ho, Shing, Harris, 2 away from the world title. It would be the 2 men's world titles in foil going to Hong Kong if this goes his way. But Choi has come back. He's attacked into he thought he attacked into preparation there, but in fact, Ho continued his attack, and he finishes off with a big hit underneath the arm. And it may well be Easter Monday here, but there's a feel of Christmas as the new world champion is Ho from Hong Kong. What a fabulous turn of events. There was a little jeer there from Ho at the end in the direction of Choi. He wasn't happy about that hit at the end of the first period, but Choi played within the rules and got himself back within 3. Ho came out for the second period, and there was no taking the world title away from him. Ho, Shing, Harris from Hong Kong, China, follows in the footsteps of Lam Ho Long, who took the junior title. Ho has taken the cadet men's foil title here at Rio 2026. We'll take a very short break here in